Hello guys, I'm back with another trading system review. This time we're going to take a look at the Forex Trading Coach Pattern Trader, Tftc Pattern Trader. So before I start, let me tell you that trading is very dangerous. Past performance does not necessarily indicate future results. You should expect to lose any money you trade with. I'm not telling you to trade. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment professional. If you need financial advice, legal advice, or any other kind of advice, you should seek a professional for that. Don't listen to me. This video is just for entertainment. Okay, so having said that, be warned, let's take a look at Tftc Pattern Trader. So what is Tftc Pattern Trader? Let me show you one of the web pages here. There is a Forex trading coach. His website and brand is the Forex Trading Coach. It's a fellow from New Zealand who's been coaching for a while. He has a very specific system. I spent some money last year and spent a few months working with his manual system to learn it. The system involves specific candle patterns. It involves heavy use of Fibonacci levels to get into orders and set your exit levels for orders. It uses a lot of sell limits rather than market orders. It makes some use of Bollinger Bands. It trades generally on higher time frames, daily, 4-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour, etc. He's got some extensions or modifications that you can use in MT4 to allow you to trade different charts, like a 2-hour chart, a 6-hour chart, etc. During the months I was enrolled in the course is fairly expensive. I think I paid probably a total of less than $1,000 for the course because I canceled it after about, I think, 3 months. And while you're in the course, you get basically signals every day, or trades that look like good setups are available to you, and you can take those trades. So I put those trades on demo accounts and I ran them, and I also put them on live accounts and I ran them. And at the end of the 3 months, basically I was generally only taking the trades that were given to the group, to the students, and I wasn't setting up my own trades. I didn't feel confident enough to do that, and I thought, well, the trade's already coming. Let me just first of all see if this is profitable before I start working to set up my own trades. And I set up my own trades on demo and I played around with it, of course, but I didn't enter them on real accounts. I was only entering the signals from the Forex Trading Coach on real accounts. And at the end of the 3 months, I had 3 losing months. So I concluded that since I was paying a lot of money to be subscribed to the course, and I hadn't seen any indication that I could be profitable with the system that was being taught, I canceled the course. Then this year, the same group, the same Forex Trading Coach, came out with an automated system that allows you to run basically the same strategies that are taught in the course, but in an automated way. So you can see here the cost. This is monthly cost. You can get in at level 3 and try, or level 0 and try it out. But if you want this key autopilot feature, which allows your trades to be placed automatically, so if you're busy or if you're at work, whatever, if you want to place your trades automatically, you have to buy the level 3, which is $189 for a month. I think I got it for a little less price. My price wasn't quite that much because the prices went up, and I was a student, so I got a little better price. But basically, it's what I would say fairly expensive to buy a month of this EA, basically, or set of robots or set of EAs. But I wanted to try it because, you know, I have not ever really felt like this Forex Trading Coach is a quote-unquote scammer. I haven't ever felt that way. I just didn't think the system was very profitable. So I wanted to give it a try, and I logged in at level 0 and played around with it, spent some time thinking about it, and finally decided to just do it for a month. So I basically took the bullet for you guys. You're welcome. I paid some money. I got in, I asked the Forex trading coach what settings he used or what bots he used. I tried his bots out. I ran them as a portfolio, ran some back tests. Back tests looked pretty good. So I set them up to run live. And I have run them for a little less than a month now. I think my subscription's about to expire. And what I can say is I will not be renewing my subscription for a couple of reasons. So let's take a closer look here so you can see if you want to try it. Here's what you can try. I can also show you, well, I'll pause the video 1 second and I'll show you a conversation I had with another subscriber. Okay, so I'll have to blank some of this out, but I can tell you that I had a conversation with another subscriber and he bought a year subscription. And what he said is, I asked him how it was going, and he said, bought a year subscription and not recommended so far. Of my 10 bot mixes, only several are showing small annual return rates. I'm hopeful and not going to resume putting more real money to work with it for now. We'll continue to track how my and other PT bots do with going forward testing. I'm getting better results with other EAs such as GPS. I also mentioned to him that I had problems with the copying, or with the, I can't remember what I mentioned to him actually. Oh yeah, I just mentioned it was expensive. He said I don't think it's just me. Tftc's Echo Trade copy service that also uses Pattern Trader to inform trades is struggling for profitability. So let's take a look at that one. Take a look here at the Echo Trade service. You can see that this guy has been running since April using allegedly, he said, the TFTC robots, and it's basically had a drawdown of 15%. It's lost looks like about 3%, so it was an $18,000 real account and it's lost $633. What can we say here? Average trade length 1 day. Good things we can, that's not bad. We can say good. His risk to reward is good. It's about 2 to 1, 71 pips to 128 pips reward, which is roughly, I think, what I had when I went through the coaching course. We can also say that drawdown is reasonable. I mean, you can see that the yellow line here is not, you don't have a big drawdown or holding trades for a long time, because he does have take profit and stop loss set, so that basically you're not going to be stuck with a big drawdown on the trade, and risk is managed using his system so that you never take a huge risk on one trade. So those are good things. We have good risk management. We have stop losses in place. We have good risk to reward. But you can see this 15% drawdown, which is essentially, I think, and I just haven't looked at this page in detail, but it's basically drawdown represents he was here at 10% profitability, and now he's down here at minus 3.37% loss on his account. So basically that's roughly about a 15% loss on the account. It's not strictly a drawdown that was held. It's just that the system has not made money. The system has lost money. So that's sort of one good piece of evidence for you to see what the system has done over a long period of time. It's run from April 27 to August, whatever we are at now, August 23rd. So it's basically run 4 months and it's lost money. Okay, so let's look at a couple of other things here. We were looking at the cost. I'll show you the interface. So this is where you can take a look at your strategies. So I have a bunch of robots running. You can see at the top of the page here the different robots I have running. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 robots running. If we want to take a look at one of them, you can see here this robot is active. It's linked to my MT4. Autopilot is turned on, means it'll take its own trades. It's on the daily chart, D1. It's at 1.5% dynamic risk is the setting I'm using for my risk management. And you can also see the way this system works, and it's kind of complicated. I'll try to explain it in a way you can understand, or at least how I understand it. There is a trading account in this pattern trader, and this is the trading account. It's taken 57 trades. It's lost $1,000. It's had 11% loss, Its annualized loss would be minus 83%. You can see its actual drawdown here, stagnation, Sharpe ratio, winning percentage, average win, average loss. So again, close to a 2-to-1. Here's a 1.59, I guess, risk to reward, return to drawdown, etc. So you can see there's an account in the pattern trader. This is not my account. And then you can see here that I have it linked to my account, which is 1274028. So we can take a look at that 1274028 account, which is this account on Pepperstone. And I will tell you that this is my actual account. So this is a second account. This is not the account that we were looking at here. This is a different account inside the pattern trader. And it's running on Pepperstone, I believe. At least that's what I've been told. So when I first started using this, I linked the account to a different broker. I didn't link it to Pepperstone. And I got poor execution. I got delays in execution, like the trade would be made here at a specific time, and then my trade on my broker would happen at a different time. Oh, this is, by the way, a nice feature. You can click on any trade and it takes you into Trading View, and it shows you all the details of your trade. What was your take profit? What was your stop loss? When did you enter? You can actually click here to close the order. So you can see a lot there. Anyway, back to my story. I was linking to an account on a different broker and getting terrible execution. So I emailed the team that supports this, and I said, guys, I'm getting bad execution. You're taking a trade and maybe I'm not getting the trade until 10 or 20 minutes later. And they said, oh, don't worry. We're closely linked to your account. We're just protecting you from spreads, bad spreads. And I thought, maybe I don't want to be protected from bad spreads. Maybe I just want to enter the trade when you take the trade. So I thought, what can I do to cleave more closely to what they're doing to execute? So what I did was I got a friend to open a Pepperstone account for me. They're trading on Pepperstone. I'm trading on Pepperstone. So clearly, if they can take the trade on their account, on this account, on Pepperstone, then the spread must be good enough for my copying account to take the trade immediately. So we should see no execution delay, right? Zero execution delay. So I got the Pepperstone account thinking, okay, now my execution problems are going to go away and I can match more closely their execution. Did it work? A little, but I still have execution problems. So we can look here at our closed trades, and let's specifically look at execution problems. So if I go look at my account here on Pepperstone, let's just take, for example, this AUDJPY trade. It wasn't taken at a time of low spreads. It was taken in the middle of the trading day at 13:34 on August 19th. So let's go find that one. What did I say it was? AUDJPY, I think. So here you can see this trade at 13:34 on August 19th. AUDJPY. The reason it was taken was an engulfing pattern, and we can see that the trade entry was at 76.50. You see that? Remember that number. Oops, I didn't mean to go there. Let's go back. And now let's go look on my account. So my account entered at 13:34 and 42 seconds at 76.48. So it's entered at 2 pips difference. Now, we have to understand when we're trading Forex, there's a thing called next price. So if you have any copy system, you're going to get a trade on the master at a particular price. And on the copying account, you're going to get the trade at hopefully what is called next price, which would be in a price feed, it would be the next price. So it would typically, unless the price is moving wildly, it should be very close to what you got on the master if it's good execution on your copy system. Here I got on the same broker 2 pips difference, which tells me that the copy system is not executing properly. I shouldn't slip, or it wasn't exactly a slip, I shouldn't have 2 pips difference on the slave account, on the copy account from the master. That's poor execution in my book. And when I emailed the Tftc group to tell them about the poor execution, they just basically blew me off. They said, no, our system is great. I can't remember everything they wrote, but they said, our execution is perfect. Don't worry. We're just protecting you. So now I'm on the same broker they're on, trading in the middle of the trading day when spreads should be good, and I'm getting 2 pips difference in copying. This tells me it's not true. It's not a good execution copy system. And it's a fairly, in my opinion, complex execution copy system. Because instead of installing the EA on your own chart, like for example, they could give you an EA, that'd be one way to do it. Or they could give you a that actually takes the trades, or they could give you a copy EA that takes the trades. Instead of doing that, they're somehow trying to push the trades from their own Tftc system into my account, and it's just not functioning well. So execution is the first problem. A bigger problem is performance. So let's take a look here. This is my Pepperstone account for TFTC, and let's see how it's performed. It's gone less than a month here, yes, but it's lost 7.5%, basically, with not any drawdown here. You can see the yellow lines above it, but essentially that is drawdown. We've gone from 0% down to minus 7.5% in less than a month. So what I would say is, and again, we're holding trades for one day, we're getting roughly a 3-to-1, almost 3-to-1 risk to reward. That's great, but we're only winning 17% of our trades. We're trading up across a bunch of different pairs. You can see we're doing a lot of different pairs, and if I sort by profitability, let's just take a look here. Only 4 of those pairs are profitable. The rest, not profitable. So this makes me think this system is really struggling for profitability. As we saw in the earlier test, or the account earlier, where it was trading for 4 months and not profitable, here we've got trading for almost a month and not profitable. And you can also see that on the master account, that it's just not profitable. It's lost 11% in less than a month. So overall, I have to conclude. Now, by the way, before I conclude anything, if you're, I could, try to look at the other side. The Forex trading coach team is going to say, well, you just have to give it time. You have to run it for longer. But we already looked at a 4-month account. We looked at a 1-month account. How long do we have to wait for profitability? And while we're waiting, let me just point out, this isn't a free trial. I'm just running it on demo. I'm not running it on live. I wouldn't dare to run a new system like this on live unless I was really confident in it. And I wasn't really confident in this. While we're waiting to try it out, and while we're being patient for it to become profitable, we're handing them $150 plus a month, which is a very expensive demo to be running. So I really can't afford to be patient when I'm handing them, a small fortune every month in fees. It's very easy for them to say, be patient, when I'm paying them $150 a month. But I'm the one suffering here. I'm the one paying. So I can't continue to pay it. All right, let's take a look. I think that's really all I have to say on it. I've gone on for 18 minutes here. Let's take a look at the scorecard for TFTC. Does it do grid or averaging? No. So it gets a top score there. Does it do martingale? No. Does it use basket trading? No. Does it use a stop loss? Yes. So far, perfect 10s. Average trade hold time, 1 day. I gave it a 6. I could probably even give it a 7 for that, so we're at 18 points there. Monthly profit to drawdown, not relevant. It just loses money. Max drawdown and account leverage, about 8% over the month I've tested. So I gave it a 6 there because it's not a terrible drawdown. By the way, I gave it a 0 for profit compared to drawdown. Average drawdown, I would say less than 1%, so I gave it a 10. Overall opinion, it has execution problems. There's no profitability displayed in forward testing, in real testing, in real running of the account. On the back test, by the way, it looked okay. And it's expensive, so I gave it a 0. Total score, 182 out of 30. What that means is, and what I want to say about this system is, I don't think it's a hopeless system. If it could be profitable going forward, then I like the bones of the system. I mean, it's taking a trade based on a pattern. It's setting fib levels for its stop loss and its profit. It's not ever going to be a system that goes into huge drawdown, I don't think. it just doesn't make any money. It's really expensive. You can't try it out for free. How could I possibly recommend it? So my recommendation is thumbs down on this system. It's not the worst system, but it's not a system that has shown me any evidence that it can make money, and it's not a system that's made money anywhere I've looked at it. So I've got to say it's a loser, at least from what I've seen. Sorry to say it, I really wanted this system to work. I was very hopeful with this system, but I got to tell you guys what I see and analyze it the way I see it, and that's how I see it, guys. Can't recommend it. Sorry. Anyway, I hope this video helped, and I look forward to making a video next about I'm going to make a video about the Titan G27, Titan G7, Titan, and then the Titan X. So there have been 4 EAs or robots put out by Blue Edge Financial, and I'm going to review those next. Talk with you guys later. Have a good one.